is record on this computer. All right, welcome to this Zoom session. This is Rahman speaking to you live in Cryptonaire Network. And today's a special day. Today I flew out, meeting up with a few very important figures. We've got people in tech, the design team, discussing things with Mint Hub's corporate team personally, closing deals and making sure everything is rocking smoothly. At the moment right now, as I've just discussed right before I pressed record, I flew in, my luggage is missing, and at the same time, it's got my laptop charger. So the charger is quite low right now. We're going to be here for about 15 to 20 minutes. Usual Zoom sessions are, I have 2 or 3 Zoom sessions displayed at the same time with a few hundred people on board. Now, some of the things that are happening here is absolutely incredible. First and foremost, those of you in the chat box right now, I'm going to read out some of the messages in regards to results that people are making. Sadak is doing amazing. Things just got started for him, and he's done about $1,000 already. Absolutely amazing. John's just getting started. 8 new people interested, he said, and signed up since the weekend. Absolutely amazing. Now, I want to share with you guys something. The whole reason that I set up Cryptonaire Network. And the reason I set it up was because I was looking around for any crypto projects out there, any opportunities out there that offered, first and foremost, a great commission. Secondly, that took care of free members, because not everyone sometimes can afford to pay anything. They just have an internet connection. So I wanted a low barrier, or the lowest barrier of entry for everyone, so that I'm able to take care of everyone. If someone comes to me and says, Rahman, I have absolutely nothing, and I want to be able to get incredible results, I wanted to be able to say, yes, you can do that. And that barrier of entry into the crypto market was just too high. A lot of opportunities that I was looking into, that I wanted to involve you guys into, I was looking into it myself, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it for the reason that there was no marketing involved in the back end, meaning that you would have to do all the promoting yourself. You would have to do all the content yourself. You would have to create your own videos to describe everything and to put everything in detail for everybody to understand. And you'd have to make it as simple as possible. And that was something that I didn't like. And the reason is because not only is there a high barrier of entry to be able to make incredible commission, to be able to participate fully, but at the same time, you have to do all the marketing and selling and the pushing and the following up to your audience. And it's just not something that's possible, right? Who here, I want to ask this question, who here has promoted a crypto project or some sort of opportunity where you had to do all of the follow-up? You had to do all of the work. You had to push your audience and tell them like, hey, did you purchase? Did you not purchase? Did you watch this? I made this video for you. Here's an explainer of everything for you. Who had to do that? Just say yes if you've had to do that in the past. One person said, me, it sucks big time. Sadak said that. John said yes. Lucy said yes. You see, I wanted something where you have the link, which is right here. And when somebody signs up to this link, all they do is enter in an email address, and that's it. All the work is getting done for you. And that's something that I set up. So I've been in, doing marketing, doing sales online my entire life. 100% of the income I made has been this way. I didn't have a job, traditional job like most people had. I didn't have a kind of that sob story where I had a job, a wife and the kids, and I lost my job and I couldn't pay anything and I was almost on the street, and then I had to make it happen. I didn't have that. So for me, I literally 100% of my income has literally come from the internet. I have never worked a job in my life. So I'm able to do what most people, I hope you can agree with that, what most people would not be able to do. I've added that entire system into Cryptonaire Network, the whole thing. So there are things that if I taught you exactly how to sell, exactly how to promote, exactly what you need to do, you would still have to spend tens of thousands of dollars a year just on the softwares and the tools to implement what's implemented in this link right here. So that's all you have to do, get free signups for people. And they get a lot of incredible information. I do the follow-up for you. I push them for you. So I'm going to show you, for example, and I've never done this before. I'm going to show you one particular link, one particular tool that I use. And I'm going to go to my account over here. Chatbots. And I'm going to go to Cryptonaire Network, flows, non-buyer. And as you can see, this is one of the systems in place that follows up for your audience automatically every single day. These are the emails that you've been receiving, and I put a PDF copy of that email right here. So that's one thing that's happening that you are or were completely unaware of. Another thing here is the email sequence, for example. If I go to automations over here, one moment, it's not that one, it's another one. Let me just find it real quick for you. I'm just going to unshare the screen real quick just to make sure I don't accidentally share some of the larger affiliate partners' details by accidents or your information by accident. So just a second over here. I go to automations. I believe this is it. Yes. All right, I'm going to share screen again. Pardon the interruption there. And I go to Safari. I don't use Google Chrome. Everyone's been hitting me up about that I use Safari and not Google Chrome. So here's, for example, one of the email automations. And every single day, you receive an email, or your audience will receive that email. And what happens with that audience? Guess what? They click this link, they either log in or they complete their registration, and it's all coded to you. That means it's equivalent to you having all this system in place. Every single day, they will receive an email, and they'll receive the PDF version of that email on Telegram. So this is another tool, another software that I use. And there is a lot of, let's say, tricks that are in place to make sure you make the most amount of money. And that's the third reason why I set up Cryptonaire Network. I understand my stats very well. I understand what kind of conversion rates that I will get if I set up a web page in this manner versus in that manner, because I've tested it. I've tested it with my own money. I didn't have a multi-tiered commission structure like people in MLM are used to. I had to make the sale or I didn't eat. So, and I was spending money to bring the audience in. And so I had to make that money. So I had to do what's called split tests. So a split test is basically where I would make two different versions of a website and I'll see which one will bring me more money, right? So I would test it out. I'd spend $100 on this site. I'll spend $100 on that site, and I'll see which one will bring me more returns. And I've done that for 12 years, and I've spent close to or a little bit over $2 million in those 12 years on paid advertising, knowing exactly what works and what doesn't work. So I'm going to share with you stats right now. This link right here takes you to this page right here. As you can see, I only ask people to enter in their email address, nothing else. If you look at, and you can look at this yourself, right? You don't have to verify this information from me saying it. I want you to have that frame of mind where you just completely mistrust my advice. I want you to check for yourself. Look at any crypto project out there, any of them. Sign up if you can for free. Go to your referral link and you will notice that in your referral link, they will ask for many things. They'll ask for you to enter in your first name, your last name, your email address, your username, your password, confirm your password, where are you from, and then you click submit. You know what the conversion rate is for that? You share that link with your audience, with your people, 4%, between 4 and 7% will register. Between 4 and 7% will register. Not only that, what happens after is even more shocking, but we'll get into that after. With this one, over 40% will register. For some of you, it will be up to 70% that register. So that's already between 10 and maybe around 15 times the results. But it doesn't stop there. On the next page is where I get people to complete their registration. 95% of people complete their registration. It's a simple psychology, and it's the psychology that what we start, we want to finish. What we start, we want to finish. So I've made the start so easy for people. All they do is to enter in their email address. Once they enter in their email address, emails are going out. The links on every single one of these emails are specially coded that if somebody did not complete their registration, it will take them to complete their registration. And if you have completed your registration, as you're aware, it will take you to log in directly. So depending on what you've done, you're going to see something different. And that link right there appears on every single one of these emails. So it catches as much of that other 5%. So it's the difference between getting 10 to 15 times the results from the beginning, as opposed to 10 to 15 times less results on any crypto project out there. Verify it for yourself if you wish. Secondly, I've noticed, and many of you can attest to this, that they don't follow up for you. They don't follow up for you. What do I mean by that? They captured, and I've spoken to the founders, the owners, the builders of these crypto projects. I have access to them, and they ask me for consulting. They ask me for help. They ask me for direction. They ask me to participate in some way. They offer me a percentage of their business. They offer me 100% of their audience. And a lot of what they do is so trash that I cannot honestly participate in any of them. For one other simple reason. Again, let's back it by numbers. If you Google what's the average number of follow-ups to make a sale, Google will show you that it's about 7. 7 follow-ups on average to make a sale. Right? 7. Go on any crypto project, sign up, and watch. 90% of them will not email you more than once. They will email you to confirm your subscription, or they'll email you to confirm your account, and that's it. No more follow-ups. You are expected to do the follow-ups. You are expected to put in the work. You are expected to make sure that you have access to everyone. And even the biggest leaders, as people in crypto MLM call it, or crypto networkers, anytime a project goes down, they have to start from zero. You guys have no idea how many tears I have seen, how many of them cried in my home, in the hotels that I'm in, when I meet them, crying that they have to start from zero every single time. Hey, I did $1 million here, I did 10 million there, I earned $500,000 in commission here, I've earned X amount of millions here, and they go to the next project and it doesn't work for them. They're on zero. And I ask them the same question every single time. Where is your audience? Do you not have access to your audience? Is your audience not making you money? And they say, no, I have to start from zero. How many times have you guys had to start from zero? It doesn't make any sense. There is no reason to start from zero. So what do I do here in Cryptonaire Network? It's very simple. You have your referral link, people sign up, instantly you're getting between 10 and 15 times bigger results in terms of registrations. I'm following up for you. Remember, I said it takes 7 follow-ups on average to make a sale. Here's 1 follow-up. Here's 2. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm emailing every single day, as you are aware. Every single day. Has there been a day that you didn't receive an email from me? No. So currently there's been 20 plus follow-ups, but this is just 10 follow-ups that's showing up here on one segment. I showed you on the Telegram also. There's 10 to 15 there. That's 25 follow-ups. Cryptonaire Accelerator members, there's even more follow-ups. All in all, there's over 80 follow-ups that is done for you automatically. At the same time, there is a Zoom session taking place every 4 days. You see this tag over here? This tag says that they completed the automation. I then email your audience live every single day that have this tag. They don't have this tag, I don't have to email them because the emails are going out every single day automatically for you. Now, when I looked at, and I'm not going to name names, pretty much every crypto project out there that are offering commission structures and this and that and the other, they don't do the follow-ups for you. They don't do anything for you. They are telling you, we will give you a very complicated commission structure, which you won't understand, which basically tells you that we will take 95% of the money and you can keep 5%. And you have to do all of the selling and follow-up and everything yourself. So what they're really telling you is give me money. That's what they're saying. What Cryptonaire Network, what I'm telling you is I will help you make money and I'll put the lion's share in your pocket. That's what I'm telling you. And the reason is, it's not really because I'm friendlier or kinder or nicer necessarily than any of the owners of the other crypto projects, but it's that I understand where the value is. The value is in the audience. The value is not in hyping a project, making as much money as possible, and then dipping to the next project. The value is in the audience. And so what will happen is, and MintHub is a whole nother story. I'm going to share the story of MintHub with you guys on video later. But when MintHub goes public, by the time they go public, I will find another legitimate coin that I can place here. And guess what? Your audience, your team are going to be right here for you. And so when that next coin comes up, when MintHub goes public, you're going to be making big money on that next coin. You're always going to be making money with this. It's not going to disappear. It will always be here. Before I got into running and testing out these crypto projects as an affiliate, the same way that you were, I noticed that they were very short term and they just kept shutting down. I have access to all the owners, or I should say that they have the access to me. Some of them do, at least. And they come to me with their trouble. They come to me with their trouble. Rahman, I'm having an issue. Project is going like this. Now I don't know what to do. It's shutting down. And I say to them the same thing. Where is your audience? And they say, what do you mean? I said, didn't they have to sign up? Aren't you following up on them? Even the project owners don't have access to the entire audience. But for me, if there's an emergency, if there's something that I want to share with you, what do? I go here, I basically go to campaign and I send out an email, and I have access to emailing all of your audience anytime I want. And all of it is coded to you. So the revenue, the commissions, everything's coded to you on the dashboard. What that means, and this is a foreign concept for most of you, is you are not selling anything. Your job is not to sell. Let me paint that to you clearly. Your job is to not discuss Cryptonaire Network, is not to discuss MintHub. I'll tell you what your job is. Your job is very simple. Copy, paste. Your job is to hand your referral link out. Get a free registration. That's it. And what you should ask yourself is, why would people register for free? And you've got a list of things here, a list of reasons right here. At the same time, if you go to the marketing material section, and I'm going to go there right here where it says promote now. And let me just log back in. You go to the marketing material section. There's the reason why. By registering your free account, here's what you have access to. That's all you're selling. Enter in your email address and you're going to get this. That's it. If your audience, I kid you not, if they ask you any questions about Cryptonaire Network, what is it? What is MintHub? What's going on? You don't answer a question. Your job is not to answer their questions. Your job is to say, log in and check this video presentation here. All your answers are there. That's it. The more you talk to your audience, I can almost guarantee it, the less money you're going to make. That's how well this system is set up. Your job is not to sell. Your job is not to say how incredible Cryptonaire Network is. Your job is not to say purchase MintHub and here's the reason you need to purchase it. None of that. Your job is to get a free registration. Get people to enter in their email address. By entering an email address, which takes you 10 seconds to fill out, this is the value you get. You're going to sell the free value that people will get. And the system in place in Cryptonaire Network is going to push them to purchase. Make sense? That level of hand-holding is something that I am fully aware you're not used to. I'm fully aware of it because I am, by nature, I'm a lazy person. I want to find a system that's already in place, that's already doing well. I want to go to it and say, hey, I'm Rahman. This is what I've done in the past. I'm going to make the system even better and I want to promote it. I don't want to start it from scratch. That's me. And over the years, in the past 6, 7, maybe 8 years, I have been known as that guy. And now people approach me. And a lot of these crypto projects that you see, very likely they've approached me or tried to approach me. And so there was just nothing there. That's why I had to build this from scratch. How much of this did I build? How much of this did I write? If you watch this presentation, you will know that that's my voice. Those are my slides. I wrote it. If you go to the PDF presentation, I wrote it. If you go to the emails, I wrote it. If you go to the Telegram bot and you see those PDF versions of those emails, I made that word for word, paragraph by paragraph, title by title. Every single thing you see, I did it myself. I didn't hire anyone. I didn't hire their expert. I'm the expert people go to for these things. And I've never taken a job because I don't consult. I do it for you guys. So this is all built. And, you know, a lot of the messages that I get is from people who say, Rahman, how do I sell MintHub, or how do I get people excited about it? That's not your job. That's my job. And I do my job pretty well. As a lot of you already know, the commissions that are being paid out is a testament to that. Congratulations, for example, to Sadak, who's made $1,000 plus already, just getting started. Congratulations to all those other people that have earned ridiculous commissions. One particular person made $89,000, I believe it was, and then done incredibly well there. And we're only less than a month in, I believe. So this is Cryptonaire Network. This is why I built it. It's a way for anyone to have the ability to get rich. Anyone. If you're from, and I get this question a lot also, I'm from this country and that country, and I don't know if I can do it. Guess what? If the expenses, personal expenses in your country is lower, then that's a positive thing for you, because you have access to the internet. We've had access to the internet since what, 1994? If you asked me in the early 90s or in the 80s, before I was born, right? If you asked in the 80s, can I manage this in this country? I might say to you, maybe, maybe not. But we have access to the internet. So if you're from a country that has, where US dollar, for example, if you're earning in US dollars, or if you're earning in crypto, you can be like royalty, then that's an advantage. Living in the US is a disadvantage. Living in Nigeria is an advantage. Living in India is an advantage. Living in most of the regions in Asia is an advantage. It's not a disadvantage. You're the lucky ones. Not the Americans, not the Europeans. They're the unlucky ones, because they make money, they're earning it, and their expenses are much higher than you. So that excuse is out the window ever since 1994. Can't say that now. That excuse is 30 years late. 30 years late. So I want to ask you guys, for those that have been paying attention, what is your job in Cryptonaire Network? I want you to type it up. What is your job in Cryptonaire Network? How do you make the most money in Cryptonaire Network? Now, while people are answering that question, some of the comments here, one particular, Sadak said, easily is an 80% conversion rate. So he's getting about 80% of people signing up, right? So it's even higher than the 70 peak that I mentioned. And he said, none of them, and this was referring to other crypto projects out there, he said, none of them follow up for us, honestly, and that's the truth. And they want slaves to work for them, which is absolutely true. Jean-Claude said most of them are scammers. Most of them are short-term thinkers. What it is for them is, and I'll tell you, because I know some of them personally, it's not so much that they're scammers, it's that they've never run into money. This is what it is. It's their first gig. It's their first big windfall. I have been blessed with living exactly how I wish to live, doing exactly what I want to do without having to really discuss anything with anyone. I could fly anywhere, do anything I want for so long now. That is not something that excites me. So that excitement moment is where a lot of these people that build these crypto projects, they haven't experienced it. And so there's a very big difference between discipline when you're financially poor and discipline when you're financially rich. And it takes a few years to recognize that. So I'll tell you right now what the difference is. Discipline when you're financially poor means that I have to do this, this, and that, and I've got to stick to this right now. And it's much easier than discipline when you're financially rich because of choices. When you're financially rich, choices are opened up to you. Interruptions are opened up to you. You're able to do anything you want. When I was broke and I was getting started, guess what? I didn't have the ability to say, oh, I booked this place, I rented this place for a month, but I don't feel like it. I'm going to just travel to the other side of the world. I'm going to book a flight ticket now. I'm going to make my way to the airport. I didn't have that ability. So it wasn't in my frame of mind because I didn't have that choice, which left me with less choices, which meant it was easier to be disciplined. So a lot of these guys, it's not that they're, or these projects, it's not so much that they're full-blown scammers. They set up a crypto project and they want to rip people off. It's that they ran into so much money so fast that all of a sudden, you know, that while they're showboating and showing off, they get distraction from the outside world. People talking in their ear saying, hey, wow, we should do this and let's go there and let's do that. And all of a sudden they're getting all of this attention from people and they've got all of these choices and they get distracted by what made them have those choices, which is to take care of you. And that cycle can happen to the majority of people who become successful. So there's a big difference between, and let me know if that makes sense. There's a big difference between becoming successful, by the way, staying successful. To stay successful, it requires more discipline than to become successful. So what I want you guys to do, and this is how I got out of that mess also personally, because I was in that same boat many years ago. I'm not going to pretend that I'm some kind of Superman that did everything correctly. There were moments where I made large amounts of money. I was a slave to the choices that I had. And then I realized things are not going so well and I need to be disciplined again. And I had that, but I grew out of it fairly quickly, very quickly, in fact. And I'm blessed to say when I was very young, at maybe 21, 20, turning 22, I got out of that, right? And ever since then, I said to myself, I'm going to write down what my day looks like. And as I progress, the only thing that will change is the quality of how I enjoy those habits. So the habits would be waking up, going to the gym, sitting down, doing 4 hours of work, which is non-interrupted, have a few hours off, and then work between 7 and 9 p.m. So how does more money impact that? Okay, I could buy a house. I could literally buy a gym in there. I could pay a chef to cook for me full time so that I don't have to cook myself. I don't have to clean. I'll get a maid. So that takes care of that. And when I go to the gym, I'm going to have an incredible trainer who's going to push me to, do my reps and push me through to the limit. I'm going to do X, Y, Z. So you understand? What you do is you pick your routine and then you increase the quality of how you do that routine. That's the trick. to staying successful. That's what you have to do. What most people do when they get successful is that they completely switch up their routine. And that's not how to stay successful. You've got to improve the quality of your routine. When you don't have any money at all, I've been there before, can't even afford a gym membership. What do? Push-ups on the floor in the studio. Have money, gym membership. Have money, get a gym in the house. So you understand, like, this is basically me improving the quality of my routine. That's what you got to do. Wendy said, I need some help getting USDT and purchasing the accelerator. I am ready to purchase right now. I am a complete novice at doing programs like this. All right, Wendy, let me know, where are you from? Which country are you in? So depending on the country, I could actually guide you through it. All right, so the question earlier that I asked, which is what is your job in Cryptonaire Network? For those of you that paid attention, Jean-Claude got it right and said getting signups. Lucy said getting people to submit their emails, and then you do the selling. She's saying Rahman. Cryptonaire Network does the selling. Correct. Mihaela said to bring in people registering for free with email address. Correct. That's the only job you have. So you got that right. You guys are paying attention, which is absolutely amazing. And I'm glad I pressed record, by the way, on this. So that's your only job. We've noted down a few important things. My battery is running extremely low. We noted down some incredibly important things. Number one, why Cryptonaire Network was set up. I gave you all the reasons and I shared these specific numbers with you and the specific reasoning with you, and it makes complete sense. I even shared the psychology behind how you make 10 to 15 times more signups than literally anything else out there. I then told you exactly not to even, you don't have to take my word for it. I told you to check everything else and you'll notice how they do things. I showed you the follow-up and how I follow up for you. And what your role is in a Cryptonaire network. Now, regarding MintHub right now, guys, has reached a tipping point where the price is going to start to go up faster and faster. It's already more than doubled. There's a 15x multiple left. So it's still got about 1,500% to go. You've got to get in, and you've got to get in big, and you've got to get in big now. It's crucial. I have scoured around, had meetings after meetings, conversations after conversations, looking for the right coin, looking for the right team, looking for the right vision. And I placed it right inside of the dashboard to make it as easy as possible for you. You want to get rich with crypto? You want to purchase the right coin? Right here it is. The length that I went at to get MintHub on here, the length that I went on to find something like this, if I didn't actually care, I could have just made a coin and put it on there. I could have just done that. I could have just done any coin. So this is where it's at. You've got to go, and you've got to go with it quick. Because every single day that you miss on buying big on MintHub, and I don't mean like just putting a small amount. I suggest to go in big because the multiple that's involved in it is absolutely crazy. And every time you delay it, going in big with it, the price is going up, which means you can purchase less Mint Hub tokens with the same amount of money. So quick question, who's going to go big on Mint Hub today, right after the Zoom session? Or even during the Zoom session? Who's going big on Mint Hub right now? While people are texting, Mary asked, when Mint Hub is launched and then a new coin is introduced, how do we make more money with the new coin? The commission structure. I'm going to set up a commission structure for it. Leo said, I will. He's going to go in big with Mint Hub now. Basically, Mary and everyone here, again, this might be a foreign concept to you guys. Cryptonaire Network will always be here. There's no, it's not a project that will be here for a few weeks, a few months, a few years only. It's always going to be here. So what happens is the audience you build will get bigger and bigger and bigger for you because I'm pushing them to promote. So it will duplicate for you. That's number one. Number two, anything they buy inside of Cryptonaire Network, anything, the commissions are coded to you, Mary. So you've done your job already. Essentially, you've done your job, Mary. And you just continue to do your job by getting free signups. Get as many free signups as possible all the time. That's your job. And the rest of it is done for you. You don't have to hype them about, for example, the next thing. You don't have to hype them about Cryptonaire Network. You don't have to hype them about anything new that's happening. All you do is you get free signups and you push them to get free signups. You say, sign up, go through the details. Rahman is going to literally email you all the information. You can check it out right here. This is where you lead them if they have any questions. And from that point, you just tell them to start promoting because they can earn big commissions, even as free members. That's all you do. Push them to promote also. And you will notice how many people, you got your direct members, and you'll notice just how many people will go big on it. So Mary is targeting 1 million Mint Hubs with £1,000 or more. Absolutely amazing, Mary. I think you were asking that question earlier, or was someone else, regarding how to purchase USDT, which is Wendy, localcoinswap.com. Right? So let me just send this to everyone somehow. Send chat to, why does it show direct message? Meeting group chat. www.localcoinswap.com. It's very easy to buy Bitcoin, USDT, Ethereum, BNB on that site. It's basically peer-to-peer. So you don't have to set up your bank account details and everything with Binance. And then, because so many countries, they started to try to regulate crypto through central exchanges. So the way that they did that is basically they told Binance, you have to give us the information of anyone buying the coins from you or anyone selling coins. And so what happens is you end up trying to buy Bitcoin and your bank knows it, and your bank will say, hey, you shouldn't buy Bitcoin, or they cause some sort of issues, right? Makes it difficult for some countries. So how to bypass that? Localcoinswap.com. So let's just say you're in the US even. You go to localcoinswap.com, you set up an account, which just takes a few minutes to set up. First of all, it's free. Second of all, you don't have to verify your documents or anything like that. It's instant verification. Now, what you do is you go to buy a coin. You can pick the coin you wish to buy. And then you will see a list of people and how much they're selling the coin for. You open the trade and you follow the trade steps. And it's that simple. And all you do is a local transfer. Just like you log into your bank app, just like you're sending it to your neighbor. And then you receive your coins. I've never had an issue with it, ever. And I've used it for years. They used to be called local Bitcoins, I believe. Local Bitcoins shut, and they made local coin swap. So it was only Bitcoin before, and now it's pretty much most of the coins. So Mary is targeting to purchase 1 million Mint Hubs. Congratulations, Mary, and congratulations on your future success. Right, guys, the battery is running low. My battery is running low also because I'm quite tired. After all these meetings, I'm not tired for flying out. And it's the difference between economy, business, first class is I remember flying economy before and I would be exhausted and the whole day would go. But flying business or first class, they really take care of you. You get your rest, you have a bed. So yeah, I'm going to get some rest after I get my charges, and we're gonna talk in the next Zoom session. Take care, guys. Much love. This is Crypto Rahman signing out. Until next time.
Hello. Hello.